Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys didn't know, this is Tyler, my son. Tyler is going to be helping me today with my video. We're going to be doing my TBR list for September, and we're going to be doing my Son Picks My TBR. So I got a pile of 10 books here, and Tyler is going to pick 5 of them based on the cover and the name of the book. I'm not going to tell him what they're about. He's just going to pick them based on the cover and the title of the book. I thought that this would be like a fun little thing to do because I'm always like, what should I read this month? And then I just sort of mood read. So I thought it would be cool to like have a set TBR picked by somebody else. And since Tyler here is a big reader like me, I thought that it would be fun to include him in this. I actually did a blog post a few weeks ago talking about his favorite series, so I will leave a link to that post down below. But anyway, let's get on to the video. Tyler, do you have anything to say before we start?
At the end of the video, like the very last book we're going to do is a book that I suggested for her, and that I suggest for anybody who likes to read fantasy books.
Yes, Tyler has picked one of his books out of his collection of books for me to read, so that is also going to be included in my TBR for September. Anyway, let's go down and I'll show you what books that I have picked, and then he will take over and he will pick the 5 books. Okay.
Well, the books look really interesting.
So the first book is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I have actually read half of this book, but I want to start it again because it's been quite a while since I've read it. So that's the first one. There you go.
I watched her like I didn't watch her read it, but I saw her get lying to the side, and then I wondered where it disappeared to. I thought she finished it.
Okay. The next book is The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye.
Oh god, this is going to be a hard choice.
And then we have The Falconer by Elizabeth May.
I think this is in my 5.
Oh, by the way, I am pretty sure that Charlie Bowater did the cover art for this book, which is part of the reason why I want to read it.
It is really cold and really noisy because we're outside.
Yeah, it's really windy today.
God, this is definitely my 5.
Alright, the next one is Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. Again, I have already started this book and I need to finish it. The next book is The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. This is actually the second book. The first book was The Bear and the Nightingale, which is a book I really, really enjoyed. And then we have The Museum of Extraordinary Things by Alice Hoffman. I don't know why, but for some reason this book gives me The Greatest Showman vibes. I think just because of the title of the book.
I'm just gonna say, when it comes to reading, me and my mummy can be different, because when she hears a book that sounds interesting, she reads it, even if she doesn't know who the author is. I have to know who the author is before I can read it. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, this book sounds interesting. If I don't like it, I won't read any other book by that author. Don't ask me why, that's just the way I read.
There's a lot of readers like that. Anyway, the next book is Revel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. I've heard a lot of great things about this series, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. The next book is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've actually heard a lot of people talking about this book recently, and it sounds super interesting.
So what everybody calls me, Taylor. Taylor's Tyler. The last book?
The next book is, this is the second last book. The next book is actually a book that I have also started and never finished, and that is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake, sorry. I actually have the first and second book, so I really need to get to this series.
I'm just gonna say, my mom has a habit of starting things but never finishing them.
I've been doing a lot of rereads lately because there's a lot of books coming out, like second and third books and whatever of series is coming out between now and the end of the year. So I've been doing a lot of rereads lately. So all of my other books have kind of been like pushed aside. Anyway, the last book is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I'm pretty sure everybody on BookTube knows about this book. And Muse of Nightmares comes out at the end of this year or sometime next year, so I really want to do a reread of this. So yes, I have also read this book. Anyway, I'm going to pass this list on to Tyler, and he's going to pick 5 books for me to read. I don't know which 5 he's going to pick, so here you go.
I'm going back to the whole thing on she rereads books. If you follow her on Instagram, like, you'll know, because she did a post about reading Warcross again, because whatever the second book is coming out.
Instagram's linked down below, by the way.
Yeah,
Alright,
follow me please, because I need followers.
pick 5 books.
Okay. It's so hard to pick a book without reading the blurb. Okay, that's 3. That's 4 because I like the look of that book. Let's just do. This book looks interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got.
Sorry, this
I
kid.
swear no one's dying.
This kid's playing next door, if you could hear all that noise.
I
Alright,
swear no one's
have you
dying.
got your 5 books?
Yes.
Alright, Tyler's picked his 5 books. Now
Can
he's
I say
going to
them?
tell me what they are.
Okay. So the first book I chose was Ace of Shades, because I think the front cover looks really good and I just like the name. Can't read the font. What does that say?
This is the Falconer.
We got the Falconer. I don't know why. Sounds pretty cool, and I just really like the art on it. If any of you guys play Magic the Gathering, it reminds me of Chandra. The third book I chose was Ash Princess. The name's alright. I just really like the artwork on it.
I do too, I really like that crown.
So the book is like, ooh. The fourth book is Rebel of the Sands.
So shiny.
And then the last book I chose of her collection was Strange the Dreamer. Strange the Dreamer. Wait, like Strange and like Doctor
I was
Strange?
actually hoping this was going to be one of the books that he picked because I really wanted to read this.
I kind of picked it because it was like the biggest book. It also sounds really cool. Okay, so can we do that?
Yep, okay.
Good job.
And now Tyler, as I said, Tyler has picked a book from his collection that he really wants me to read, and he's been asking me to read this series for quite a while, so take it away.
Okay, so you might, if you guys don't read this series, you'll know this author, or you might know this author from a TV show called Glee. This is a really good series, and I highly recommend it. And it is The Land of Stories. It is a really good book. I've read the first and second book, and I'm on the third book, and both books have been extraordinary once you get past the first 2 chapters.
You want to say a little bit about what this was about?
Okay, yeah. Ooh, just like a book review. Always wanted to do one. So
Don't give away spoilers though, just like kind of say
Yep.
what it's about.
So the first book is about the twins, Alex and Connor, get sucked into a book called The Land of Stories. They meet a man in the forest called Froggy, and Froggy basically tells them about the wishing spell. Now the wishing spell is their only way of getting back to the real world. So as they venture to get all, I think it's 6 or 7 items, the enchantress, the one that tried to, it's the one from Cinderella. What's her name? In this book, she's called Everly. Yeah, so she tries to kill the twins to stop them from getting all the items. Once, so in one of the last chapters, the evil queen gets all the items, and which is for, as a lot of you Disney fans will know, the Man in the Mirror. And but Alex and Connor's grandmother, as they find out in the last chapter, is Cinderella's fairy godmother. So,
Is that a spoiler?
not really.
By the way, this book has a super cool map. It's not very often you see coloured maps in books.
Yeah, I can name all the books off by heart.
That's right, you don't have to. Oh, you done?
I just like this map.
You done?
Yeah. And Riding Hood is the Queen. Is
Alright guys, well that was it. Did you enjoy this video, Tyler?
Yes, I did, because I get to be on the video.
Well, you guys will probably get to see Tyler in a lot more videos because I plan on doing these. I might do this every month where he picks my TBR because I am terrible at picking books to read. I always just tend to gravitate towards the same books and just reread books over and over again. So this way, because all of these books are ones that I haven't finished or haven't read, and there are so many on my bookshelves that I haven't read, so, and I actually have more books coming tomorrow that I haven't read, so yeah, that will be fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy reading. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.